the rant hole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get a rant by becoming one of those people. The first request was from Lord Liquid Bacon II, who wanted me to rant about Bitchute. I don't really know why. Maybe just as an advertisement for Bitchute, make more people aware of it as an alternative to YouTube. But it's pretty good as a file streaming site. Now, the advantages of YouTube are multitudinous. For one, there's the fact that it will promote you on some level, even if actually, working within the algorithm is somewhat difficult and, it's changing all the time, it's fucking people over, but there is no other system like it. So for all the problems that we might have with YouTubers, it also is the best for creators. Like, it's not just that, there's no other site that is better for me to post my videos on and have the kind of career I have than YouTube. And a big part of why is the unlimited data cap, just the amount of tools that are there for creators, the backroom kind of stuff. Now, Bitchute doesn't have the tools, doesn't have the backroom. What it does have is unlimited uploads because it's peer-to-peer. And the way that peer-to-peer streaming works is that it's being hosted by the people who have viewed it, or by, there's like one, I think, dedicated, or maybe a few dedicated seeds like there on Bitchute. I don't entirely know how the website itself works, but it's peer-to-peer streaming, so there's no incentive to take it down. That's the most important thing about peer-to-peer, and why I'm really into peer-to-peer as like the future of internet streaming. I think that as soon as a peer-to-peer service comes along that actually can match the features of YouTube for a creator, it'll be over, because there will be no reason to stick around on server-based, upload sites. Like, the reason that YouTube is the way it is that they have to pay for this incredible amount of server space to have the insane amount of video that is hosted on the site. And for Google, the main reason they run YouTube is as an advertising venture, not to put ads on your videos, but to get data from what videos you watch, what you do on YouTube, to sell to advertisers, which is what Google does in general. They are a company that is about selling data, to advertisers. So this model kind of works for them, and they've kept the site up in spite of the fact that they've supposedly operated at a deficit forever. The site itself operates at a deficit, but what they do with the data is obviously more worthwhile than the actual website. But Bitchute is peer-to-peer, meaning that there is no one server holding all this shit. So it's infinitely scalable. They don't have to worry about how much you upload, how much bandwidth people are taking up by streaming off the site, because they're not hosting any of this shit. Everybody's hosting it. Again, they might have a dedicated seed, but if multiple people are watching the video, it actually takes the load off of every individual streaming it. So instead of having one server with this huge bandwidth load, the reason I've never built my own website is that way back in 2013, maybe 2014, somewhere around there, at some point, me and Tom were talking about it, and he calculated the bandwidth load that it would be if one of my videos that had 200,000 views at the time, were in full HD at 45 minutes long. How much bandwidth would that take, and how much would it cost to host that? And it's prohibitive. It's way too expensive for the turnaround, for the turnover. I'd have to have really good hosting in order to host the kind of shit that I post. And I post constantly. I've got so much video. So most sites I can't even upload my shit to, because they just Vimeo, for instance, the data cap for an individual video upload is 1 gigabyte. Half my videos are over 1 gigabyte, a lot of them go significantly over because they get long, and even in 720p, the shit is long, I make these 4 or 5 hour videos sometimes. So, I'd have to break them into segments or do something else if I wanted to host them somewhere like that. But with Bitchute, you can literally just upload whatever you want at any length. It doesn't fucking matter. It's peer-to-peer. It's staying online. They've got no reason to get rid of it because they're not hosting it. There's not the same crazy overhead cost that there would be on YouTube. So I think that as a place to host and watch streamed video, it is possibly one of the most ideal candidates that exists right now. And it's currently the home of my commentaries for my patrons. Like, it used to be that I had this tier on Patreon that was me and Devu did these extremely long commentaries on my videos where we would talk about the editing, talk about the writing, what we would change, all this stuff, long, involved videos that we would do once a month. And they started getting pulled from Google Drive because Google Drive, much like YouTube, they're going to take down copyright shit. They're going to, just police their platform so they don't get in trouble. Bitchute doesn't seem to care. I uploaded all the commentaries that I found there, and they seem to work. So, it's pretty fucking cool. But they don't have any of those extra features. You don't even really have, you don't have an attractive channel page. You don't have the ability to add in, descriptions and all the extra shit that I would want. I want as many options as possible, because I'll use all of it. I use all kinds of YouTube's more esoteric features. It's not just a place where I dump files so that they'll stay online, But for now, Bitchute seems to be the best place for doing exactly that. For just dumping a file, keeping it online, not having it taken down, not having to pay for hosting, But I don't know how long that lasts for. I don't know if there is any real overhead to putting videos on this site because... Again, it's peer-to-peer, and peer-to-peer, I think peer-to-peer is the future, man. It is just, in all ways, it decentralizes the internet. And, the blockchain also does that, but nobody understands the blockchain. Peer-to-peer, at least people get. It's like torrenting, except streaming, and because people have good enough internet connections to make that possible now, it is a thing that can exist. That couldn't before. I'm all for it. I guess that's your rant.